The next few days passed in a blur. Heather accepted the ring. The Defiants reluctantly agreed to let me in on the operation, and all the preparations were falling into place. I even got to fulfill my desire to mess around with a glass eye. The color is slightly off, but it's still my most realistic piece. Please bring it back when you're done with it. I also learned that some people have creepy eye hobbies. The JingWeis were holding a banquet at their mansion outside of Boston, and according to Heather, there were going to be some pre-born VIPs. There was going to be extreme security in and out of the premises, but on the inside there would only be 1 or 2 bodyguards for guest privacy. I looked similar enough to one of their newer servants that Heather could just sneak me in and help smuggle my pistol into the kitchen. We acted like I had a secure exit strategy, but in reality it was basically run and gun until I was killed. I was ready to die, just to take JingWei down. I was locked in the trunk of Heather's car for hours before the event, and I was only let out when all of the security sweeps were over with. I was making my way to the kitchen to prepare for dinner when my heart skipped a beat. Hey, you, stop! It took everything I had not to show any outward signs of distress or to run. I'm sorry to bother you, son. You're clearly very busy, but my guests are thirsty. Would you mind serving us that wine in the den? Of course, General. New guy, huh? Just call me Davy J. Alright, Davy J. Sorry for the wait, Mr. President. This fine gentleman has your wine for you. I couldn't believe my eyes. President Sanders and General JingWei in the same room, alone, with me? I wish I'd kept my gun on me. It's the 2009 Bordeaux, quite an exquisite vintage. Now, where were we? You were telling me of your education, I believe. Oh, that's right. It was always hard growing up, and high school was no exception. Out of my way, boy. It helped that I was half a decade younger than my peers the entire time. You'd think I'd at least fit in with the nerds. Actually, as Picardly stated in season 2 episode, shut up, Wesley. Ha! But it was all worth it. I crammed 4 years of high school into 3 semesters, and I had a literally perfect scholarly record. No amount of bullying or casual racism could take that away, I thought. Let's see, child prodigy, perfect record, excellent essay. Bah, we have too many Asians this year. Into the rejection folder with you. Harvard, Yale, Brown. Not one of them wanted me because I was Chinese, and they had too many Asians that year already. I was forced to settle. Hello class and welcome to Backup Small Community College. I was done with America. The whole thing was built on nothing but lies and greediness. How could anyone claim it to be a place of opportunity if even I could not manage to succeed? I started writing letters to my uncle back in China, a PLA colonel at the time, and to my senator. Typical. I wanted to be a doctor, but America wanted me to become a soldier. Instead of a loyal citizen and civil servant, they crafted their own destruction. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. It isn't your fault that dumb rock gets me every time, too. You should see me. You'd think I'm half blind. I'll just go on back to the kitchen. I'll have someone else take care of it. I had to admit, JingWei actually seems like a pretty nice guy when you get to know him. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still hated his guts. I was dead set on blowing his brains out for what he did. Honestly, I was expecting him to be like Lex Luthor or something. And I wouldn't call his reasons for doing what he did understandable by any means, but I could see where he was coming from. I merged with some other servants and made my way to the kitchen with them. Nobody paid attention to me. They were all too busy getting ready for the meal. My revolver was exactly where Heather promised it would be, on top of a refrigerator. It was hard grabbing it without anyone noticing. I put it under a platter and got in line with the others. My heart was pounding my chest. I was finally going to kill him. Then, everything fell apart in an instant. Bobby! Manny? I was happy for a fraction of a second to know that Manny was alive. I also thought he had killed me, but it still gave me a little tinge of joy. And then it was the exact same bullcrap all over again. That reminds me, everyone, I'd like to introduce you to today's entertainment, Mr. Gregory Heffley, one of the last surviving members of that terrorist cell I wiped out last month. The brother of their leader, actually. He thinks he is here to assassinate Mr. Sanders and I. Nobody shoot him. This is going to be hilarious. Did you learn nothing? When I put a bullet in your head and your brother in a grave, your kind can't win. Thank you. That'll be all. Guards, shoot him out in the parking lot so we don't get blood on the furnishings. This antique he wants to kill me with is absolutely beautiful. I'm flattered. Almost as valuable as whoever's new ring. It will go well in my collection. On second thought, send him to a labor camp. Have him turn his hatred and anger into materials for the war effort. Just like that, it was truly over. Not like before when I was whining about being safe in a bunker. No, I was not just unable to change the world around me. I was at the full mercy of its retribution and fury. I had not even managed to get myself killed. They took me, alive. I was interrogated. No, over was the wrong word. My living hell had only just begun.